Okay, and we're now gonna work with Sayori, okay. Let's move this mic a little better. Oh my goodness. It's so good, Noko. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. This is my first one. I honestly had no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you just don't like it? Wait, are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Noko poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Yeah, it looks like you need a poem in order to fully realize that I'm in the group rather than just being in front of the person and... Great. Anyway. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Noko. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees a full picture of my motive here. Yeah, once she does, I wonder what she's gonna think. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine. I like how this music changes it based on the character, like with Yuri and Monica it's like more sophisticated. With Natsuki it seemed a little more bubbly, and this one is just more calm. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Not sure if you'd still actually hear the desktop audio, but switched cameras. That's Sayori for you. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. Ooh. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Oh, that sounds good right now, actually. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Well, at least Sayori's in a bubbly mood. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. I don't even know what I wrote. Okay, but in all, like I kind of have that sort of vague approach like Monica, but a lot more simple like Sayori. So like kind of a mix between those two. That's kind of my writing style. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Oh. Language. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one in hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Do you completely miss the symbolism or something? Oh no. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it doesn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Noko did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Noko liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Noko appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. And well, shout out to you there, sir. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Noko started showing up. Ooh, don't touch that dial, kids. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. No, Noko. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would have happened in the first place. This wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Noko. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Noko? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be... Oh man. Oh man. Well, Natsuki, I don't like you as much, but, you know, you do have a right to your own style, and Yuri, you're okay, but like... Oh man. Technically, Natsuki, you know, you didn't have to blow up like that, but... Sayori. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori. Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Noko. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Oh boy. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. God damn it. Oh, my door is open. That's gonna be a lovely... I feel like there's gonna be repercussions. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. But this is why Sayori's a vice president, I whispered to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I mean, I was right there in the middle of it, and they both came to me about that, so... I mean, that would have been nice, but... it is your responsibility as leader, but at the same time, it's kind of like... all happened at once, so can't really blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means that Yuri is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I can get the chance to talk to her a little more. You're still evil, I gotta keep that in mind. Okay everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Noko, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do at least I can do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Noko, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Aww, my character is loving time with Sayori. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like this. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. Oh, excuse me. You know, Noko, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... Does it really have to stop? Does it really need to stop there? Jesus Christ. I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Pat Sayori on the shoulder. Pat. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Oh boy. So I'm just gonna move myself to the side here. Where am I? I'm just gonna move myself to the side here. Am I better on this side, or am I just fine over here? Because, like, I just moved myself over here for now, because I wanted to point out the fact that I can't, or Monika is not in this bunch. Can I not pick a poem to apply directly to Monika? Well, I guess not. Well, I'll leave my camera on this side, over here. Well, I'll leave it right here, and then we'll see how that goes. If I have to move it, I'll just move it back. So... Natsuki likes things like positive words and cute words. Yuri is more like, I guess you can say, like the more exquisite words. And then Sayori is like more like simple but still expressive. So I guess like, and I'll just do what I did the last time, I guess. Nature. Anger. Oh, Natsuki likes anger? Oh. Oh, well, I guess that's kind of her personality most of the time. Sticky. Ugh. Sucks. Disarray. Action. Hopeless. No. There's Doki Doki again. Art. Anxiety. Oh, that was Yuri. Clumsy. Oh, okay, that was a Sayori one again. I honestly forgot the choices there, the words I picked last time. Sadness. Flee. Alone. Disown. Bed. Raindrops. Broken. I'm like bouncing back between Sayori and Yuri. Fear. Rain cloud. Death. Okay, that actually surprised me for Sayori. Hope. Pain. Grief. Scars. Oh then. Actually, I feel like this is a lot better because at least I'm not in the way of the words. So let's just keep me there for now. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Noko. Yo, Sayori. Look, looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, so... I see. Oh, that's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. It's because she likes you, you idiot. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Nope. Yeah. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Well, why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Well, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening in or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Noko to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. Well then. Yuri just dropped a hard bomb on Sayori, so Sayori, you just... No, but at least Sayori's taking it lightly. You were right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? A little devil. Huh. I feel like there's a... I mean, like, I know what the ending entails, I just don't know the middle. But I feel like this game is trying to hit me in the face with something, and I'm like... So... Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making... Oh, you... No, not gonna say it, but... You had to trick Natsuki into making cupcakes to entice me to go to the club. That... Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Something hit her? Wow. Here, I'll look for it. I'm not saying that, but I'll look for an anime clip to play that noise right there. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... Huh? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Ah, Yuri, you know so much about complex words. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. I'll be fair though. Like, middle school, high school cookies, I'm not sure about you guys, but for me, the middle school, high school cookies were the shit. And now I need to find a plug. Right. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Oh wait. What do I have? I just have... This'll do. I have almonds. Oh wait, I got this. Oh, good. Right, that was worth the 10 seconds I just stalled. Ah, okay. Sayori suddenly clasped her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Oh great, I have almonds in my mouth. Ooh, stuck in my teeth. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, could you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Are we just noticing this now? Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Wow, is this how middle school, high school girls talk? Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Why look at me? So Yuri's the one that said it. Or why don't look at Natsuki or Yuri? Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Noko. Monika smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Ah, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. That does sound about right. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Noko. Sayori suddenly comes to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another room. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up. Me and Monika were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons, markers, glue sticks. Oh, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monika, we'll be back soon. Ah, are you going with Noko to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Ah, but I wanted to go. So much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Noko? Yep, let's go. Oh, that seemed a bit out of place. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm talking to a kid it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are you doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monika have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? What kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Noko, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. Did she hear what I was thinking? It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that this is a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. Well, you got happy really quick. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey Noko, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. Mission, huh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feelings I forgot I had in me. Yeah, that kind of sums up life. As soon as I started getting older, I was like more confined. I mean, I was pretty independent kid already when I was little, and then just getting older, I kind of just stood with that lifestyle. So like I'm more fine with being by myself and just chilling out in my room. But as soon as the lockdown started, I started becoming more of an extrovert. Like, hey, are you guys good? Text me back. Then 5 seconds later, hey, you haven't texted me back yet. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons? Sayori pulls out a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. And at least move aside so I can look for poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack. Again, I'm playing an anime clip if I can find one. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow! You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori's sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. Well, don't grab a girl by her waist, at least like offer your hand up. You have to move your hand, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow. Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Noko? Where would I even find ice around this time? Oh, I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. Locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't really matter since we use as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. A lot of people get apple juice mixed as like oh, that's just a kid's drink. What are you doing? No. Apple juice is good. Doesn't matter what age you are. Go drink apple juice. It's good. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. They're already here. That looks like a box of Crayola. Crayola. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. That looks like a water bottle with like piss or something. Is that how apple juice, like plastic bottles like that are? I'm assuming this is Japan? I don't know. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Oh, she's in pain. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Noko. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Yeah? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. You would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah. You don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kinda like this time too. Aw, this is good. Nope. I'm not gonna tear up. I'm fine. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Noko, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You really are a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Noko, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. She remains silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that, you have a big bump on your forehead. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Ah, that worked. Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting herself. Oh, well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I'm just like dragging Sayori along. She has a big bump on her forehead. Excuse me. God, that one almond, wow. Oh. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. He's fine. Don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Okay. Glad we took the high road on that one. Well, anyway. Were you able to find anything we needed? No sympathy, Monica, I like it. I have it right. Eh? Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all this stuff. Alright, so you're kind of like losing. Losing a bit here. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. Oh, look, see, look, I packed it all. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Noko. Well, Sayori. I have to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, let's just do the same order. Why not? Monica, then I think Yuri. No, Monica, Natsuki, Yuri, Sayori. I get Noko. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Hopefully a little better than last time. Now that I actually put effort into it and that I know everyone's writing styles, it's still gonna apply to Sayori, I'm pretty sure, but... Alright, it's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? And again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, and it's not that like why am I explaining this to you guys? Whatever. It's not like I'm applying myself directly to Sayori. I'm still trying to pick words that like, this does sound like something I would write. Like, at least what I'm assuming with Natsuki being like the more bubbly words, like that's not essentially my writing style. It's typically deep, dark, sad. Anyway, yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless... cacophony? Okay, I don't know that word, someone help. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, speaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, I hate math. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless... Load me. Don't give me that face. I don't know what your game is, but... It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's all about though. Hahaha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be an abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Okay. Okay. I saved. Is there a big decision coming up? You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, well, a little shiver down the spine, but you know, that's good for you. Oh wait, no, fuck, I was supposed to pick Natsuki. No, whatever. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Noko. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Yeah? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't feel so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Did she eat the raccoon? A rush of blood, knife, brandish my cutting knife, raccoon shows me its excitement. Rush of blood, slice the bread, feed myself. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, it's... If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I'm pretty, to me, it sounds like she ate a raccoon, but obviously it's not that. There's, something else. I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Okay, so she's definitely done something fucked up. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Noko? Well, yeah, I guess I do. We all have a skeleton in our closet, that's okay. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's as difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Yeah, well, don't, you know, Sayori, or not Sayori, Yuri, whatever it is, I'm sure you're fine. Natsuki. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. Eh? What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going just to sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't try bother to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Oh, she realized she fucked up. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean... Ugh. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Well, I'm not gonna read hers? I guess not. Noko, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. Eh? I'm not hiding everything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one, too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... Eh? No way. Not even Natsuki? No, definitely not Natsuki. Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Eh? Well, stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. Oh right, she almost burned her house down or something. So yeah. I guess what I'm saying is I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. Eh? I don't know if I understand. Ugh. You never understand when I'm trying to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Pat, pat. Hey. I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Noko. Well, give me your poem. I kinda want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. So, Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Ah! I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees and shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. When I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. My brain hurts just reading that and having that imagery. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends looked through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's very, very vivid, very descriptive, and very emotional. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm not used to you being maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Well, don't get ahead of yourself, no, Sayori. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. That reminds me of Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia. Like, he has that much, like this much excitement, and then as soon as the events happened, he's like, oh, all the way down. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone can come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. Aren't we performing on a stage? Sayori told me. We're gonna be performing. Yep, there we go. Performing? But, Monika. Yeah, we're gonna have a poetry performance. Each of us are going. Oh, they don't look happy about that. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys... No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. God bless America. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. If it all takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. Again, here we go. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move out onto the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. Oh, Yuri, don't be embarrassed. I'll start off to help everyone feel a bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly she knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me, like looking at everyone like, is she really doing that? Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are we ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Okay, well, Yuri, you're gonna have to hold off a bit because it's 2:45 and I have to pick up my sister from school, so we'll be back in just a moment. Alrighty, and we are back. So Yuri, she wants to go next, so Yuri, I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. I mean, hey, this is like high school for all of us, right? Where you just... I'm sorry, I'm just getting a chocolate milk because I am parched. But yeah, like presenting up on stage, we all do that thing where we're like, It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Okay, there you go. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books, where quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and competent woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. Oh my god. Okay. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. Oh shit, no one's clapping. I'm the first one to start applauding. Oh, that probably wasn't good for the mic. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poems, and it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Well, shout out to you, sir. You're playing Destiny. Oh wait, no, you can't see me now. Oh shit. I'm still blocking the text. There you go. And we were 2 minutes in, so that's not bad. Good thing I caught on early. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet.
If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I'm not sure if I applauded for Monica, but I think I did. I did it! Good job, Sayori. even Noko liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It means that she likes you. Get it into your thick skull. Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Eh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do that in front of everyone. Then next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. You don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Noko. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Wow. Thanks. Really giving me a vote of confidence, Natsuki. Might as well let Noko lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on— oh shit. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. By one person. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Everyone was looking at each other when they got up. Natsuki, you have to do the same. Because you're presenting. Exactly. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, honestly, same, Natsuki, like... I had to do a speech for one of my classes, and like, I could say whatever I wanted. No one in that class knew me. I feel like, though, if I were to make a speech in front of my friends, which I have had to do before, it feels a lot more awkward considering they know me. Man, god. Damn, okay, well. In that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope that you all have idea what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem to get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, you should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this much effort to the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Where's that draft coming from? Okay, everyone. The music changed. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait, so does that make today Thursday? I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Why am I impressing Monica? I don't get to interact with her at all. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Yeah, we're just friends going home together. Alright, so what if she's a girl and I'm a boy? Like, what if I was a girl? Would you still treat me the same? Would you still be acting like this? Jeez. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? Like, she's looking to the side, these two are like, oh, yep, it's there, it's gonna happen. Just kiss already, you two. It's okay, Milka, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with their words. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... I mean, I don't know Yuri all too well, because, like, I've been with Sayori more, but, like... I would not mind, but I feel like I'd still be more comfortable with Sayori. Oh god, but I feel like if I say this one, she's just gonna feel very awkward. You know what? I feel like things are getting close with Sayori, so I'm just gonna pick with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Noko. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. Besides, you worry about me more than you do yourself. I really can't figure it out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Who knows? Okay, let's see here. Aura. Okay. Fantasy. Oh, that was not too deep. Breathe. Grief. Yeah, pleasure. Oh, okay. Unstable. Depression. Because I'm a dark edge boy. Sunset. Vivid. Nickel. Disoriented. Alexa, stop. Okay. Destiny. Special. Cry. Atone. Determination. I don't know what that word's means. Melancholy. Hurt. Sadness. And let's end it off with some good old shame.